I was like actually living the diamond life, which is becoming the best version of me. And so I'm just so excited to like apply those things and meet people like in alliances, like meet people that have leveled up and that I have aspired to meet, and to give back to people who, like, that was something I'd never even really thought of, was like, how can I truly give back, and how that brings us so much.
Maria Quimby's been in the program now for the past few months with the Diamond Life Blueprint. She has a high ticket direct sales online business that she was looking to grow as well. And took her about a year to rank up, and she's been able to accelerate that since joining the program. And more importantly, she has been optimizing her life, which has been laying the groundwork for exponential growth. And so I'm really excited to have this chat and see how this is all unfolded for you. So Marina, I just want to ask you, like, when you first heard about the Diamond Life Blueprint, what was going on in your life at that point that made you want to take that next step?
At that point in my life, I was having like decent success in all areas of my life. I was pretty happy. I like my business was going, but I just felt this need to take it to another level. And I knew that in order for me to achieve like my dream lifestyle and the goals that I set out, I needed to kind of level up. And at that point, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that. Like, I had exhausted all resources to get to where I was, very happy about it, was also celebrating where I was, but then it kind of hit me right then in that celebration, like, all right, how am I going to take this to the next level and tangibly get there? And that was when I really started looking into the Diamond Life Blueprint.
Yeah, awesome. That's so common. I remember when I first hit like the 6-figure mark, I thought I was doing so good compared to like where I was before. And then I realized like I was super plateaued and wasn't really sure how to get to the next level. So it sounds like you were in a very similar spot, which is cool. So the next question I have is, why did you decide to get started? What was it about me specifically, and also the Diamond Life Blueprint mentorship program, that caught your eye?
Specifically about you, it's the whole, like, you want to be learning from people who are where you want to be. And I had definitely exhausted that as far as like my mentorship, and the people I had access to and the people I was surrounding myself with weren't necessarily at that next level. So I knew I needed to get myself around someone that had what I desire in my business and in all aspects of life. And that was what drew me to you. And the program itself was, I could tell that it was going to be both a transformation for my business, but for me personally. And at the time, even less than I realized at the point, I definitely needed to focus on some balance in my life, where I put a lot into my business, but there were some things lacking that were also hindering my business. And I could just tell that the Diamond Life Blueprint was going to be that really well-rounded program that was going to help me kind of address those and be able to really level up in all aspects.
Yeah, that's so true. Especially when, like I said, around that 6-figure level, usually people sacrifice a lot of other things to get there. And it's just like this brute force, like, I'm going to get there no matter what. And then in order to level up to a higher level, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, etc., and more success in your business, it's about life optimization indirectly that actually then allows you to show up in your business more effectively and get better results. So that's awesome. And then, so the next question is, before, when you first heard about the program versus after you invested and actually went through the curriculum, were on the group coaching calls, what was your expectation to reality like match with working with me? How did that work out?
Oh my gosh, my expectations have been like completely blown out of the water.
Awesome.
I expected to come in and like, I don't even know, like, kind of get a look behind the curtain, like try to understand more about how you run your life and your business, and just like by default of learning what you do, like apply that. But the program itself literally helped me, the exercises helped me apply it to my own life. You gave like practical stuff that was immediately applicable, and then other stuff that has been ongoing that I like have seen transform me throughout the program, and I expect to continue. And then like another expectation completely blown out of the water was like on an emotional level. Like I dove deep into personal stuff, with my health, with just like a focus on me that I definitely had gotten away from, that I didn't even expect to touch in this program, let alone realize it was lacking and then improve it to the level that I had. And I have these goals of like starting a family and being a present mom and also having a business, but I had like not really focused on how I was going to do that. So I've just made these like exponential strides in my health and prioritizing mentally, physically, like, and then seeing that apply to my business and being able to show up more and have that energy and teach those things to my team. So expectations completely blown out of the water.
That's amazing to hear. I'm so excited for you. And that's like the biggest reward that I could ever hear, is when someone's like, you know, I got my whole life back on track and didn't even realize it was off track. And that's like the biggest eye opener that happens to so many people, especially young people like yourself, is how could you realize that you're off track when you're so young? Usually it's like midlife crisis where everything like flashes in front of your face, like, oh man, I dropped the ball here, I dropped the ball here. And so the Diamond Life Blueprint is all about getting all of that in order now, and then, you know, building upon that from there. So that's amazing. The next question, the last question I wanted to ask you was, some of the things that I teach, like you mentioned, are practical. You can implement them right away and see results right away. But some of the things in the different modules are, you know, planting a seed, and then you won't really fully see the fruition of that for years to come after you're done the 12-week program. So out of all those things that you've learned, what are you most excited about continuing to implement long-term from what you learned in the program?
Oh, most excited about, I feel like multiple things come to mind. I'm definitely the focus on my health and my habits daily. So a lot was in that vitality module. It came full circle when we did the last letter, and being able to write to my loved ones and just assess where my life was, like that gave me this huge picture of my life down the road, made me grateful in the moment, and then just really made me excited for the future to be able to continue to almost like build this letter, and not necessarily like the letter itself, but it was kind of like my legacy that I get to continue building, and like to be able to thank people, to be able to tell people I love them, to be able to tell people I'm proud of them, to be able to forgive them. So just like continuing to move forward, that felt like a huge step towards becoming the best version of myself, which I didn't even realize was my goal in this program. Like I thought I was coming in to like up level my business and like make more money and like be a good person. I don't know, like be a good leader. But then I realized like it was so much more than that. It was like actually living the diamond life, which is becoming the best version of me. And so I'm just so excited to like apply those things and meet people like in alliances, like meet people that have leveled up and that I have aspired to meet, and to give back to people who, like, that was something I'd never even really thought of, was like, how can I truly give back, and how that brings us so much. So just taking all of that, all the steps from the different modules to another level, and being more aware of my like overall life impact, instead of just being like so singular focused on the small things that we tend to like get ourselves off track. So, so the bigger picture really was that.
Yeah, and it takes time. You know, the blueprint is just giving you like the awareness, and then after that, it's about the implementation. And you've been such a great student and really taken it seriously and gone through the program, which I always say to people, without great students, the teacher can't be great. You know what I mean? Like the information isn't going to change anybody's life unless it gets applied. And you've done an amazing job with that. So I'm grateful for you. Thanks for being a part of the program. I look forward to seeing you shine and continue to step into your diamond life as time goes on. And Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to add or share to anybody who's watching this right now before we wrap up?
I mean, I would just say that even this program like gives back to you tenfold, and not only just like the program and the videos and the exercises, but we were able to have calls, and whether in the future that means weekly or biweekly or once in the program, like those calls are so valuable. Just, I mean, honestly, one call would have paid for the whole program. Just having that like banter with you and that real life just experience, because it really truly felt like I leveled up, because I feel like now it's kind of like in the program you teach us the pay to play. Like now that I have you in my pocket as a supporter, as a mentor, as a coach, as a friend, I feel like that alone leveled everything up. Like I didn't even have to do anything, and just by surrounding myself with someone like you, everything went to another level. So I would just say, like, whatever this program is or evolves to be, I would soak up every aspect of it to really get the most out of it. And then I would say the other thing is, like, don't be afraid to interact with people, because so many people come into this program with different strengths and weaknesses. And so like I've learned so much by having an accountability group. There's been like 4 of us, and just being able to discuss it with them and see what they got away from or got from it. And just like holding each other accountable like you do with anything. So that really helped me like maximize what I got out of this program and made it so amazing.
That's
and then the
awesome.
other thing I just wanted to say was, like, I just wanted to express my gratitude to you for creating this. Like, that it's not very often that someone who has what you want is willing to like step back and explain to you how they got there. And now I know through the program, like, you're a go-giver, like you designed your life to go and give back to people, but it just means so much that you're willing to kind of like look down the mountain and pull us up to the top with you. So thank you.
You're welcome. And that's the funniest part about the program, is that when you really look closely, exactly what I teach is exactly what I've done. And it's like, even like you just brought up the alliances thing around having an accountability group. It's like the information is literally in the program, and then there's other people in the program you can apply it to. You don't have to like, find them somewhere else. They're right in front of your nose. So it's like extra funny how you can just recognize that, have the awareness for it, and then implement it immediately. So that's amazing. Thank you for sharing everything you've shared. Thank you for your time. And we'll see you again on the calls soon, and look forward to, really celebrating you living your diamond life as we continue.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Balazs.
Thanks, Marina. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
You too. Bye.